became of the likely lad? What became of the dreams we had? Oh, what became of forever love? Oh, what became of forever love? We'll never know.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. 17. Beautiful. So, homebrew activities this week. Didn't do too much again, but I have thankfully been able to decant my to clear up a fermenter. So I've decanted one of my Hop Zombie into a keg, and that's currently being force carbonated, ready probably in about a week or so to drink and ready to go on tap. So that's actually happening as we speak, which has enabled me to move my Pete's Wicked Ale clone into a secondary, and yay, I'm now able to free up a fermenting vessel ready for this week. So I've started getting some ingredients. What really kills me here price wise, here everything's generally okay, but hops are very, very expensive here, and I generally find that the more variety of hops that I have, albeit only using, and I'm limited that I can only buy them in not large quantities, but in about 100 gram packs, and you know, on average I'm probably using 50 grams, and since I need two or three varieties to make a beer, it starts making the beer quite expensive. So what I've done, because I've not built any equipment, or I've bought no brewing ingredients for the last week or so, I bought some hops at the beginning of the week. Bought some Mount Hood hops, ready for this weekend. This weekend I'm going to brew, hopefully, a dark American lager. It's cloned on the Dixie Brewing Company Voodoo, or Voodoo Lager I think it's called, or Dark Voodoo. And my little twist on it, I'm going to call it Black Magic Lager. So quite apt for this time of year, I believe. It's sort of coming up for Halloween. So that's hopefully going to happen. I've got a day off on Friday from work, so I intend to get up, go and get the ingredients and brew that during the day while the kids are at school, and yep, get that one underway. So that's really what I've been doing this week. I've also back on the wagon, or off the wagon as you say. I'm sort of over my medication, and as you can tell, cheers, I'm now able to drink beer again, which is a blessing in disguise. So yeah, I tasted the first beer. Was of those ones, I don't know if you recall, if those who wasn't aware of, if you recall those that have seen it. I went to the local bottle shop on last Homebrew Wednesday, in fact, and that there is a franchise of bottle shops which are scattered throughout Australia. They're probably reasonably new to WA. They've been here probably 2 or 3 years, and they've always had a good selection, but I was absolutely taken aback by the massive selection of different Australian and international craft beers, ciders, ginger beers. Was absolutely blown away, which got a few nice comments from, I think, Arrogant Bastard and Clement's Homebrew, the comments, and in discussions with Arrogant Bastard, I made him aware of another shop here in WA that I've never actually been to, called the International Beer Shop, and sort of going to head off there probably in the next week or so, probably about 2 weeks time, and it was great. It gave me fantastic feedback, a whole list of selections. They've got Avery beer, so I'm looking forward to trying those out. Clements, what other ones did they have? Victory, a whole mixed match of American beers, which, like I say, Arrogant Bastard's given me a nice list. Must have been 15-20 beers of recommendations to try. So once I try the 6 that I bought, last week and review those. I will then go and start tasting maybe some of the American craft beers that introduced me to some of the flavours that I see so often on some of you guys' videos, especially the Clement's Homebrew. So sort of very excited about that. Also, I have to have a big shout out to Tony Rapino. Managed to purchase, or didn't manage, I went and purchased one of his novels from Amazon last week. I've started reading that. Excellent read, great fun read. I'm looking forward to finishing that off, sitting by the pool with a beer in the next few weeks. Once I've finished that, I'll give a review on a Homebrew Wednesday, or maybe just do a separate video with that. But yeah, Tony, thoroughly enjoying it and can't wait to finish so I can read the next one. What else is it? Shout out to SJ, of course, for inspiring us all to do these videos. One word for you though, SJ: Cowboys all the way, not the Steelers. Let's see how the tasting went. Some of you would have known if you see my Homebrew Wednesday video last Wednesday. I went to a local bottle shop, purchased a selection of Australian craft beers from around the country. And I thought for this little segment on this week's Homebrew Wednesday, I would do my first taster. So I thought what I would try first of all is Cats Shank from the Sail and Anchor Brewery. This is in Fremantle in Western Australia, not a million miles from where I am, probably about 50k, 60k from where I live. So I'm in the north, and that's in the southern suburbs. It's a craft brewery and pub and restaurant. This is a new range of beer that they've got out, and this is called the Sail and Anchor Cats Shank. It's a Kolsch. It's at 4.6% alcohol content. It's got the name from the type of knot that that the draymen would use to offload the crates from the Fremantle port. So that's where the name's from. Other than that, it's a bit. Thanks to the quality Pilsner and Vienna style malts we use, our cologne-inspired ale tastes light and refreshing like a lager. So it's the ideal drink to get your claws around on a sunny day. So, without further ado, let's give it a try. I've got my trusty London Old Country bottle opener. I'll just grab my glass. And we'll see how we go. So, not overly carbonated there. As you can see, there's not a great deal of body, a little bit of lacing, but very, very, very pale, very straw yellow. Smell the malts. It's very, very slight citrus type smell, but not overly, not very hoppy at all. I suppose what you'd expect with this type of beer. Despite being flat, there's plenty of mouthfeel, and it actually tastes deceivingly carbonated, which I was expecting to be almost flat. Very, very slight bitter taste, not overly. Fairly bland, if I'm honest. So I suppose I would agree with their own label that yes, it probably is ideal on a hot sunny day. Who've been working in the garden, worked up a bit of sweat. You want something cool, refreshing, very easy to drink, not much taste. If you like more of the hoppy type beers or beers with a bit more complexity or character, this probably isn't for you. But as a lawnmower ale, it's okay. But as you can see, look, I'm sort of swirl the glass around here, but there's no body to the beer at all. Absolutely, but surprisingly, there was certainly that mouthfeel. But on a whole, out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5 maybe. Would I drink it again if it was around? Would I purposely go and purchase it? Probably not. That's it for this week's tasting, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Okay, so yeah, it was a pretty average, in my mind, a pretty average beer. I think, in all honesty, a few months ago, before I got into or probably a couple of years ago, I used to do brew on premises, and it's only really probably the last 3 months I've been home brewing myself. But probably the last couple of years when I got into the brew on premises, it started introducing me to the more of the pale ales and the honey ales and the whole host of complex flavours and strong tastes. That probably would have been a sort of a mainstream beer for me, and I probably would have enjoyed that. Look, it was certainly enjoyable if you want something quick on a hot sunny day and you want to drink. But it just didn't do it for me. But I think that was my palate's adjusted to the stronger flavours, and I think therefore it tasted a little bit bland, so it was a little bit unfair. Maybe I gave it a 6.5, maybe it should be a 7, but I'll stick to that and we'll see how we go with the other ones. Oh guys, that's all for this week. Thanks for all the comments, keep commenting. I know I'm not the most confident of, if you like, host, but that's growing, and your constant comments and support and advice is much appreciated, and I'm so pleased to get into this scene and join the Homebrew Wednesday family. Cheers guys, 17. See you next week. Enjoy the fruits of your labour. Drink beer.